Do you constantly switch between one crystal and another? And how often do you do that? There is a little secret about working with crystals that most people don't even know. Today we're going to talk about crystal hopping and how common it is, but it could be making an impact on how well your crystals may or may not be working. This might be a controversial type of video because on one hand, I believe one thing, and then on the other hand, I believe something a little different. But I am a firm believer that each crystal carries a different property, a different meaning, and they help with different things. So while amethyst is so good to help calm you and ease you in stressful times, malachite can be really good for protection and prosperity. Now, you may need amethyst one day and then malachite a different day. That's crystal hopping. But what this video is more about is about how to build a true connection between yourself and your crystal. Many people feel like or think more crystals, more energy, more magic, but that's not always the case. And constantly switching between different crystals, different stones, doesn't give it time to build a relationship with them. Your energy needs time to sync with a crystal, and so from jumping from one to another one blocks that connection. The same can be true for divination work, for example. When you purchase a new tarot deck, it takes time to build a connection with that deck, and it's good practice to carry that deck with you everywhere that you go. Spend some time with them because you're learning that deck and the deck is learning you. You're building a connection, you're building a relationship. The same holds true when it comes to crystals. When you purchase a new crystal, it's good practice to spend time with it, connect with it, so that you can learn its energy and it can learn your energy. So for example, if I spend more time with this one specific crystal, it's probably going to work better for me than 10 unused crystals. Does that make sense? So quality of a connection matters far more than how many crystals you have. Now, with that said, each crystal serves a different purpose, serves a different meaning. But when you're introducing a new one into your space, it's really good to take time and just connect with that crystal instead of just sitting it on a shelf. Okay, so how do you build a connection with a crystal, a stone? One way is to carry it with you. Carry it in your pocket. Carry it in your bag. If you just set it in a space, you will least likely spend time with it. So it's like a new pet, if you will, and you want to spend time with it. Speak your intention. Even a simple thought will work. Work with it daily. Touch it. Meditate with it, journal with it, or just hold it with your specific focus in mind. Consistency and mindfulness is the real magic when it comes to working with your crystal. I'm going to give you a little challenge. So choose one crystal to work with for a full week, a full 7 days. Note, write down any type of subtle shifts in energy, your emotions, your intuition. Pay attention to changes. And then you'll be amazed at just how much more connected you feel when you pick up that specific crystal the next time. Stop buying crystals just because they're pretty. Focus on the intention behind that crystal, and then when you take it home, give it the attention that it deserves and needs, and it will in turn give you the attention that you deserve and need. Let me know in the comments if you have a specific crystal that you connect with more than others. And don't forget to follow us for the next video on crystal truths. And as always, stay magical.